Here is Dianne Lennon. Thank you, Dianne, with your Unity Magazine update.
Thank you, Bill. Yes, I'm here to review for you, good morning everybody, the latest Unity Magazine. This one features Malika Chopra on the cover, and she is the daughter of Deepak. She's the author of self-help books for adults and children, a teacher of meditation, and a CEO of an holistic healthcare company. She says that the early years at home with her mum and dad and brother, the atmosphere was rather hectic and tense. This changed when Deepak started meditating, when Malika was about 9 years old. He taught his wife and later his 2 children to meditate. They also incorporated the Indian health system Ayurveda. Malika recommends asking yourself 4 questions her father often asked her and her brother. Firstly, who am I? For this, we need to look beyond the labels of profession, race, relationship, etc., to our essential self, and who is that? Secondly, what do I want? In this, she says we need to look behind the need to aspire to, we need to look to aspire what we want to be, rather than the list of material things that we actually want in our lives. Thirdly, how can I best serve? She suggests starting with ourselves, moving on to our families, our friends, our community, and finally the world. And lastly, what am I grateful for? She says that gratitude shifts your perspective and lifts you to a higher state. Malika thinks that we should reflect on why we meditate. In the wisdom traditions, the sages did not meditate because they felt stressed out, but because they wanted to deepen their connection with the divine. And she would like us to remember that this, in fact, is a spiritual practice. Another article is by a Reverend Sarah A. Bowen, and she writes The Spiritual Lives of Animals. An animal chaplain who companions animals through their death, creates sacred memorial rituals, counsels humans grieving animal loss, and advocates for endangered species. She's often asked, does my animal have a soul? To which she would reply a resounding yes. She describes the physical and mental health benefits of owning a pet. It reduces stress. It may lower your blood pressure. It decreases loneliness, and it may boost your immune system. When Reverend Bowen became an animal chaplain, she became aware that her cats seemed to purr more if she prayed close by them. She endeavored to locate scientific studies which would confirm the spirituality of various animals, but these were hard to find. However, those of us who have experienced the devotion of a pet dog or the love of a cat as it purrs and kneads us with its paws probably don't need that scientific proof. Another article is called Are You Waiting by the Pool of Bethesda? By Noelle Stern, PhD. She's the author of a book printed by Unity Press called Trust Your Life, Forgive Yourself, and Go After Your Dreams. The title of this article, Are You Waiting by the Pool of Bethesda?, refers, of course, to the story of Jesus healing a crippled man who had been waiting 38 years by a pool for the waters to stir so that he could be healed. Noelle breaks down the story of the man's healing into segments. Firstly, Jesus asked, did the man want to be made well? Similarly, she asks us, do we really want whatever issue is in our lives that is troubling us, be it health, a relationship, finances, or work-related, to resolve? Or do we just want to continue to complain and feel sorry for ourselves? Secondly, the crippled man blamed others. No one would help him into the pool. Others got in before him. Likewise, are we blaming others for our circumstances and waiting for someone else to push us in a certain direction? Or do we need to go in a certain seemingly unattainable place or go to a person for resolution of our problem? Thirdly, Jesus didn't address any of the man's excuses or his illness. He simply saw and addressed the man's wholeness. That is why he commanded him to get up and walk. Jesus had complete faith in the process, and the man, feeling the force of Jesus' conviction and his love, obeyed. Likewise, can we rise above and beyond our problems and really address the issue at hand and stop making excuses? Fourthly, Jesus healed the man on the Sabbath. Now, this was when Jewish law forbade any work, including healing, on this day. He did not allow man-made rules to deter him. He understood that universal healing knows no calendar. And for us, we need to realize that power and healing are available to us at any time, anywhere, under any conditions. Results may not come just when we want them, but this may be because we're simply not ready for them. And Dr. Stern concludes, whatever is keeping you hunched up by the pool, clutching your old blanket of excuses, pitiably watching life parade by, is actually false. So are you ready, as Jesus commanded, to stand up, take your mat, and walk? And there's lots of other articles in this edition I think you would enjoy, so I hope you get to borrow it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dianne. And we always look forward to that. And it was a fascinating one there, especially with the Chopra article, because we've all had our days with Deepak Chopra's books, and now we'll see what the daughter's up to. So, okay.